This podcast is produced by the Harwood Productions Podcast Network. To learn more about the network and to find more of our shows, visit us online at www.harwoodpodcast.com.
Hey everybody, welcome to Live from Base 6. I'm Kevin Harris.
And I'm George Merrill.
And we're here with our special guest, Larry Potts.
It's a G.
Ben fights back.
What the hell?
Larry, welcome. Welcome to the show. So, first question. Where were you born?
I was born in Georgia, Macon, Georgia.
You were?
I did not know that. That didn't come up in any of our stories in the studio.
No.
1944, my father was in the Army at Fort Benning, Georgia. And that's where I started before we moved to Oregon.
So when did you get, how old were you when you moved there?
About 2. I was there for the first 21 years of my life before I moved to the Bay Area in San Francisco.
What was your first instrument when you were growing up?
When I was growing up, piano was big in our family, and later on when I went to college, I hadn't found anything really until I started playing ukulele as a freshman in college, and then picked up the guitar at the end of that freshman year, and by the time I was, the end of my sophomore year, I was playing with a folk group called the Slow Valley Singers, and the four of us toured around. We did lots of clubs, and we did service clubs and stuff like that.
So let me ask you, when did the songwriting appear?
So it wasn't until the year 2000, about 10 years ago. About that time, I came down with a debilitating nerve disease, very painful, and in the middle of that, I started writing this song called Close to Home, which actually is the title track of the new album. Songwriting was something that really, I think, healed me out of this. I was pretty sick. I couldn't walk, I had forearm crutches, and it just sort of ignited a passion for me and gave me something to really go for.
Okay, so tell me about Home from Oregon. What's the story behind that?
Well, I just love the state, and my home state. I moved out of there when I was about 21 years old. I love the beauty of the state of Oregon and the wild Pacific shore, which is also in there. The Oregon coast is an amazing place with all the rocks, sea stacks, and the incredible surf, and it's just it's a wild area. And the last verse is talking about my great-grandfather. And my great-grandfather was on the first wagon train to Oregon in 1843.
Well, it's a great song.
It sure is.
I love playing it.
It sure is. I mean, not only literally home to Oregon, but just the spirit and the feeling of, it taking you back to that. Must be wonderful to have that song for you.
It expresses my longing and my yearning about what wonderful experiences I had growing up.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites of yours.
Yeah.
banks of a river, the North San Am, a boy stood all alone, shivering there in the morning chill, naked as a stone. He held his breath and he dove down deep where he first learned to swim. Every cell was shocked alive as the waters welcomed him. Home to Oregon, home to Oregon, on my way home to Oregon. Came a day to try new roads he'd never walked before. Still he remembered the high Cascades and the wild Pacific shore. How his blood came up in the forest that day as the storm rose on the wind. 20 years later the magic is calling, come back home again. Home to Oregon, home to Oregon, on my way home to Oregon. Says out there the people care wherever you may roam. It's from the heart, it's a helping hand, it's the Oregon I know. Grandpa blazed the trail out west back in 1843. Says, I know that old pioneer is still alive in me. I can almost see him slap the reins and drive a restless team. Say goodbye to the city life for a frontier full of dreams. Frontier full of dreams. Home to Oregon, home to Oregon,
This tune we're going to do, Please Notice Me. So tell me where that one came from.
Well, I had a wonderful four-footed friend in my life, and his name was Shasta. And he was this great, beautiful dog that we got him, what was it, when he was probably 6 months old, something like that, up in Mendocino. This cute little fluffy dog that grew into about 100-pound shepherd husky wolf. And so, what a great dog. I mean, gentle, never barked because of the wolf in him. He could talk to you and he could sort of howl like a wolf. Gentle disposition, absolutely loved every dog unless they sort of messed with him, and he would sort of put them in their place. He wouldn't hurt them though. He was really a great dog that way. So we went everywhere together. We hiked in the Sierras. He would sit outside the bedroom door, and he'd be right in the way. And I kept looking at him. It's like, dogs aren't dummies, you know. If they're in the way, they're going to get a treat, a walk, some good petting, a little bit of talk, whatever it is. And I started thinking from his point of view, what would it look like? So that's where the song Please Notice Me came from. I believed in the song because when I play it out, it's like one of the favorites. You know, it's really fun to do it, and it's fun to do it now because I think it came out pretty well. And it's just a tribute to my great dog, Shasta.
Your best friend and I never fail. I always wag my friendly tail. When you come walking through that door, it's pretty clear what I'm here for. I'm right here in your way, just hoping you will make my day. Please notice me, please notice me. Just look my way, please notice me. Scratch my belly and rub my ears. Take your choice of canine cheer. Let's celebrate these doggone years. Please notice me. Why don't you notice me? When your people world gets rough, I'm all ears and standing up. And you know you can count on me to rescue you from misery. I'm right here, I'm in your way, just hoping you will make my day. Please notice me, please notice me. Just look my way, hey, please notice me. Scratch my belly and rub my ears. Take your choice of canine cheer. Let's celebrate these doggone years. Please notice me. Why don't you notice me? What'll we do? It's your decision. 'Cause I give love without condition. Maybe I am just a dog. I know how to keep my job. My secret plans include some trouble to get you running on the double, chasing critters, chewing shoes. I mastered my own ways on you. I'm right here, I'm in your way, just hoping you will make my day. Please notice me, please notice me. Just look my way, hey, please notice me. Scratch my belly and rub my ears. Take your choice of canine cheer. Let's celebrate these doggone years. Please notice me. Why don't you notice me? Come on and notice me. Yeah, notice me. Cat. See you later.
So Larry, you're no stranger to the recording studio at this point. So one of the things that I wanted to find out about is this song, "Hear Me Out."
Oh.
So you got to tell us about that one.
Well, you know, it's a heartbreaking song. It's about my first image when I started. It came from a guitar riff. I was playing in that C, you know, up 5, and I had this little riff on the guitar, and I said to myself, and it doesn't always happen. A lot of times my songs come from a song title or a concept.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So this one actually came from the guitar, and I said, well, what does that sound like? And almost immediately I got in my head this guy, this man who has lost his woman, and he's heartbroken, and he woke up too late, and she's left already. And so I think, you know, if we have a heartbreak experience, one of the things we think about is, if I just said something,
Right.
did something, she'd come back. A heartbreaking song is certainly not a personal story. You know, I've been fortunate enough to be happily married for 38 years, and so you know, it's not about us. It's an imaginative tale, that a story that I tried to stay consistent with.
Well, this is a pretty song. It is a really pretty song.
Yeah.
First light, early frost, wings in the moon sky. Never know when they'll go, all at once they fly. I should have seen it come, I'll take my share of blame. If I'd only made more sense at our front door that day. Now I've been searching for the words to say what's on my mind. Hear me out, hear me out. You're my every reason why we've come too far to say goodbye. Still time to make it right. Hear me out. If I had an answer, give it straight to you. Maybe we fell out of touch, the way some people do. By the time I saw your pain, you were mostly gone. Only wish you hadn't tried to hide the hurt so long. Will you give me one more chance to say what's on my mind? Hear me out, hear me out. You're the best thing in my life. Practically without a fight. Still time to make it right. Oh, hear me out. Summer's been a scorch, that's just fine with me. I kept your garden going, it's the only spot that's green. Our wedding picture hasn't moved, I still feel the same. I guess I'm chasing rainbows, thinking you'll be back to stay. But if you turn and walk away, I'll always wonder why. Hear me out, hear me out. You're my every reason why. We've come too far to say goodbye. Still time to make it right. Oh, hear me out. First light, early frost, wings in the morning sky.
Okay, so tell us about what albums you have recorded so far.
I started out with an album in 2003 called The Shape of Things to Come. So that was my first one, and you're always really excited about it, you know. You haven't finally got all these songs together, and you got your graphics and your artwork done, and you got it mastered.
So tell us about the second album.
All Things Considered, and you know, it had 16 songs on it, which is a little over the top.
That's a lot of songs.
That's a lot of songs, but
Were they Beatles era length? Were they like 2 minutes and 30 seconds or
no.
long play?
Long play. We try to keep them under 4 minutes, but you know, certain people.
So tell us about this latest album that we all just wrapped up here not too long ago.
Well, Close to Home.
There must be one around here somewhere.
Here it is.
Where is it?
Here it is.
I happen to have
I
one right
just
here.
happen to have something. Right there.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. It feels like there's a lot of different stuff. It's acoustic folk, but it's got blends. It's got these tastes into jazz and pop.
Is this a good time to talk about Close to Home? You know.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So tell us about that tune.
Well, it's the title track of the album. As I said before, you know, when I was pretty ill with that first thing I was going through and started writing songs, I saw stuff happening. And I said, geez, something serious has happened with the planet, because all these geophysical scientists were measuring glaciers, and they were seeing this incredible pullback, you know, in all these major glacial fields around the world. And I thought, what's that? And it feels close to home. What, you know, what does it mean, close to home? My sense is that we're a little bit asleep, and we have been asleep at the wheel for some time with all the damage we've done to the environment. And so I feel very strongly, and the song expresses that.
Larry, thanks so
point,
much.
Larry.
Thanks so much for being on the show. We appreciate it.
Yeah, good fun, man.
Thank you, you guys.
Let's go play some
Kevin,
music, shall
George.
we?
Let's go do it.
Let's do it.
Close to home, so close to home. Let me ask of us gathered here today, can we get the balance back we lost along the way? Running short on answers, we wait another day, but it's close to home, so close to home. I see the ice is melting, the ocean's coming up, storms getting stronger, there's devastation done. The ones hit the hardest, have nowhere to run, close to home, so close to home. My old friend's a farmer who says you reap what you sow. It's been a silent spring, these don't come around no more. Gonna miss those apples down at the country store. It's hit home, so close to home. Back in 1854, Chief Seattle said it first: the earth does not belong to man, man belongs to earth. Inconvenient now, it's something we got to face. A do or die scenario for a fragile rock in space. Set aside our differences so we can save our home, our only home. Let me ask of us gathered here today, can we get the balance back we lost along the way? This is our home, our only home, close to home, our only home.
Well, I'd like to thank today's featured artist, Larry Potts. It was a lot of fun. For more info on Larry, go to our website and go to the Live from Basics show notes. And there we'll have info on Larry and how you can get all of his music. Also, if you'd like to get one of our cool Live from Basics t-shirts, go to our website and visit our store. That's been our show. Thank you very much. We're out of here.
That's right.
Don't break the set.
Oh, goodness gracious, sakes
I'm
alive.
sorry, I forgot. Is that how that starts? I've been doing it wrong all this time.
Play the dang chord.
I'm not sure what you guys are talking about.
Oh, so that's not good. That's not good. So
Well, are you guys done fiddling around? What?
I didn't hear it.
band fights back.
And the best we can come up with.
Yes, I know. Ooh.
Oh, that doesn't work.
Doesn't seem to work.
Utility.
Oh, you're gonna go between local control and not?
For more info on Larry and where you can get a hold of his music, go to our website at what? No. Go to our website and go ahead. Go to our website and go to the basics. Go to our website and go to the live. If you'd like to get one of our Live from Basics t-shirts, go to our website. And what happens then? I don't know what they say.
I don't think so.